Hello and welcome back. I've always admired Tracy for her unyielding spirit, that sharp wit and determination that sets her apart even when her choices make you shake your head and wonder what on earth she's thinking next. She's never been one to sit back and let opportunities slip away. And this current push to remove Sidwell from deception is pure Tracy through and through, ruthless, yet born from a deep love for protecting what she sees as hers and her family's future. What started as a straightforward business maneuver has twisted into something far more intense, and I find myself leaning forward on the couch each afternoon, coffee in hand, wondering how she's going to navigate this storm. You see, Tracy isn't one to shy away from alliances that might raise eyebrows, and her secret partnership with Rick feels like a classic move from her playbook, the kind that echoes those earlier years when she'd team up with unlikely figures to safeguard the family empire. She hoped his cunning mind, freshly freed from his own troubles behind bars, would be the key to regaining full control. And for a moment there, I thought it might work beautifully. Rick has always had that slippery charm, hasn't he? The sort that makes you root for him one minute and question his every step the next. But here's where the story takes a turn that has me both thrilled and a little anxious, because Rick, it turns out, had plans of his own that went way beyond simply helping Tracy. After everything he's been through, escaping that confinement and stepping back into the light of Port Charles, he began playing both sides in a game that's as old as the hills, yet feels brand new in its intensity. He started feeding information straight to Sidwell, trading secrets for a layer of protection that would shield him from any fallout. I remember thinking at first, "Oh, Tracy, you clever thing, this will seal the deal." But as the pieces fell into place on screen, it hit me like a quiet thunderclap. She was nurturing something far more dangerous than she realized. That moment when Tracy realized the betrayal, when she saw Rick's double game for what it was, sent a shiver right through me. It's the kind of revelation that makes you pause the show for a second, sip your tea, and murmur to yourself, well, didn't see that coming quite like this. Yet it fits perfectly with the rich history of double crosses we've seen over the years. Only this time it carries an extra weight because deception isn't just another company. It's become a symbol of resilience and reinvention for so many faces we've grown to care about. What elevates this whole situation beyond a simple power struggle is the way Sidwell has turned the tables with threats that cut straight to the bone. When he warned Tracy that he'd expose those financial irregularities tied to the family if she didn't step back, I felt the tension crackle through the air like it was happening in my own living room. It wasn't just words on a script, it was a survival battle unfolding in real time, where every choice carries the risk of losing everything built over generations. Tracy has always been willing to bend rules for the greater good, but this forces her into a corner where sacrifice looms large, and I can already picture her weighing the impossible. Protecting the empire she's fought so hard to hold might mean letting go of someone close, someone whose well-being she's guarded fiercely through thick and thin. Is it a family member whose loyalty she once counted on without question? The show hasn't spelled it out fully yet, but the hints are there, building that slow burn of dread and anticipation that keeps loyal viewers like me coming back episode after episode. I've seen Tracy make tough calls before, ones that tested her bonds and left scars, but this feels different, darker, more layered with the kind of moral gray that makes you reflect on your own life and wonder what you'd do in her shoes. And let me tell you, this war between Tracy and Sidwell isn't just about control of deception anymore. It's proving to be one of those pivotal moments that could reshape the entire future of the company in ways we haven't seen coming. The obsession with securing its path forward has cast long shadows, turning what was once a vibrant hub of creativity and ambition into a battlefield where trust erodes and alliances crumble under pressure. I keep asking myself, as I watch the scenes unfold with my heart pounding a little faster, could this really push deception into a darker chapter than anything we've witnessed in its history? The answer, based on every clue the writers are dropping, seems to be yes, and that's what makes it so gripping. Sidwell's presence has injected a level of menace that feels fresh and urgent, contrasting sharply with the lighter, more playful rivalries of past seasons when the focus was on launches and rival products rather than outright threats of exposure and ruin. Tracy's realization that she might have to sacrifice a loved one to hold the line isn't just dramatic flair. It's evidence of how high the stakes have climbed, proving that the empire she's defending demands a price she may never have anticipated paying. What I love about how this storyline is unfolding is the way it mirrors real life's complexities without ever feeling preachy or heavy-handed. We've all faced moments where loyalty gets tested, where the people we bring close reveal sides we didn't expect, and General Hospital captures that with such heart and precision. Rick's two-faced maneuvers aren't painted as pure villainy. They stem from his own survival instincts after his recent ordeals, which adds a layer of understanding even as I shake my head at his choices. Tracy, for her part, isn't diminished by these setbacks. If anything, they highlight her resilience, the same fire that has carried her through countless family crises and business wars before. I find myself cheering her on quietly, hoping she finds a way through without losing the essence of what makes her so compelling. And the evidence is right there on the screen. Every pointed glance, every carefully worded confrontation builds the case that deception's future is teetering on the edge of something transformative, perhaps even a rebirth born from this very darkness. Of course, as someone who has followed every twist since the days when the show first introduced us to the vibrant world of cosmetics and corporate intrigue at deception, I can say with confidence that this arc stands out for how it deepens the personal costs. It's not merely about winning or losing a boardroom seat. It's about the human toll, the quiet sacrifices that echo long after the credits roll. Will Tracy emerge stronger, having learned from the sting of betrayal? Or will the shadows over deception's horizon grow until they swallow the light we've come to expect from those bright, hopeful storylines? The show answers these questions bit by bit, episode by episode, keeping the excitement alive and making me grateful for the ritual of tuning in. I've shared laughs and tears with fellow fans over the years, swapping theories at coffee gatherings or family get-togethers. And this particular chapter has us all buzzing because it feels so immediate, so charged with possibility. Looking back, the differences from earlier plots are what make this so refreshing, yet true to the show's soul. In the past, Tracy's battles often revolved around overt clashes or legal maneuvers that resolved with a clever twist and a touch of humor. But here, the undercurrents of blackmail and hidden agendas create a simmering intensity that lingers. Sidwell's threats bring a modern edge, reflecting how today's world blurs lines between business and personal vendettas, yet the writers ground it beautifully in the emotional fabric we've grown to cherish. Rick's role, shifting from potential savior to unexpected complication, adds that delicious unpredictability I crave after all these decades. It proves once again that no one in Port Charles is ever truly safe from the pull of old habits or new temptations. And that's the magic that keeps the story feeling alive and relevant no matter how many years roll by. As the drama builds toward what promises to be an explosive resolution, I can't help but feel a surge of affection for the way General Hospital continues to deliver these moments of high-stakes tension wrapped in familiar warmth. The future of deception may look darker now than it has in a long while, with Tracy's war against Sidwell exposing vulnerabilities we never imagined, but that darkness only heightens the anticipation for the light that always follows in this town. I find myself wondering aloud sometimes, right there in my living room, how will she pull through this time? And the show never disappoints in offering clues that spark hope amid the uncertainty. It's that balance of challenge and resilience, of questions answered just enough to keep you yearning for more, that has held my loyalty for over 40 years. Tracy's journey here isn't just another plot point. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of the characters who make us care so deeply, proving that even in the face of betrayal and looming threats, the heart of the show beats stronger than ever. But what truly has me on the edge of my seat these days is how Tracy's situation is exploding in the most unexpected direction, and it all ties beautifully back to the timely help she's receiving from Lucy. After years of watching their complicated friendship ebb and flow like the tides in Port Charles, I never imagined Lucy would step in at such a critical moment. Yet here we are. Tracy, with that fiery determination we've come to love, has found a surprising ally in Lucy's sharp instincts and unwavering loyalty to deception. It's Lucy's clever insights and willingness to dive into the fray that have given Tracy the momentum she needed to push back harder than ever against Sidwell's tightening grip. This development isn't just a small shift. It's proving to be one of the most intense new obsessions for Sidwell himself. You can see it in the way his focus narrows, the calculated calm cracking just enough to reveal how deeply this battle now consumes him. What began as a straightforward power play has transformed into something more personal, more relentless. Sidwell's obsession with dismantling Tracy's influence seems to grow with every episode, especially now that Lucy's involvement has introduced fresh complications he didn't anticipate. I find myself asking, how far will he go to protect his position? And the show answers with mounting tension that keeps my afternoons filled with excitement rather than routine. At the same time, this alliance is forcing some important new adjustments across the board. Tracy has had to soften certain edges and trust in ways that don't come naturally to her, while Lucy's help brings a lighter, more creative energy that balances Tracy's traditional ruthlessness. These adjustments are breathing new life into Deception's future, even as the shadows linger. The company that once felt on the brink of darkness now shows glimmers of reinvention, thanks to this unlikely partnership. I've followed these characters long enough to know that such twists rarely come without cost, but that's precisely what makes General Hospital so addictive. Tracy's explosive turnaround, fueled by Lucy's support, has turned the war with Sidwell into something richer and more layered. It reminds me why I've stayed loyal for decades. The stories evolve, the bonds deepen, and every new obsession or adjustment pulls us deeper into the heart of Port Charles. The heat continues to rise, and I couldn't be more thrilled to see where it leads next.